There are women who walk among us, unseen by the world, but known deeply by purpose. They do not chase attention, yet inner strength watches over every step they take. These are the chosen women, set apart, refined through challenges, hidden in meaningful timing, and protected by the unseen hand of purpose. They are not ordinary, for their spirit carries the marks of destiny. When such a woman enters a room, the atmosphere shifts, not because of her beauty, not because of her words, but because the presence of purpose rests upon her. You can recognize them not by their appearance, but by the inner marks that only purpose can place upon a life. Every chosen woman carries a story that was never easy. She has cried tears the world will never see. She has fought silent battles that no one will ever know. She has walked through deserts with no map and faced nights where only her resolve kept her alive. And yet through every trial, she never let go of her purpose. That is her first mark: inner endurance. A chosen woman doesn't crumble under pressure, she transforms through it. The fire that was meant to destroy her only purifies her spirit. While others complain, she focuses. While others give up, she rises. She knows that purpose never abandons those who are chosen. It refines them to reflect its strength. The second mark of a chosen woman is sacred silence. She does not need to prove her worth or announce her greatness. She lets her purpose speak for her. In a world that values noise, she chooses peace. When others gossip, she reflects. When others shout, she listens. Her silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. Purpose trains her in the quiet, because destiny cannot grow in chaos. She has learned that peace is power, and that the most resilient woman is the one who knows how to remain calm while everything around her is shaking. Her silence confuses her challengers because they cannot understand how she remains unbothered while storms rage around her. But she knows her purpose is her defender, and no one can fight better for her than the one who sees all things. The third mark is inner discernment. A chosen woman sees beyond faces. She sees hearts. She does not fall for flattery because her spirit recognizes truth. Purpose has sharpened her vision to discern motives, to recognize deception, and to protect her peace from false connections. She is not easily fooled because she has spent time in the presence of purpose, where clarity flows like a river. This discernment is not arrogance, it is protection. Purpose gives it to her because her assignment requires it. She must walk carefully, for her influence is sacred. She carries something powerful within her, and challenges know it. That is why she must discern not only who enters her life, but also who must leave it. She understands that not everyone is meant to walk with her, and she releases people with grace, trusting that purpose removes what no longer serves her path. The fourth mark of a chosen woman is resilience through rejection. She has known what it feels like to be misunderstood, overlooked, and even betrayed by those she trusted. But instead of breaking, she bends and grows stronger. Purpose uses rejection as her redirection. Every time someone turned away, purpose turned her closer to it. Every no became a lesson. Every loss became fuel. And every heartbreak became a door to a deeper level of resolve. She doesn't chase after those who leave. She wishes them well and moves forward. For she knows that purpose never allows anything to be taken from her unless it intends to replace it with something greater. Her resilience is not learned from comfort, but from pain. And that pain has become her teacher, shaping her into a woman of unshakable resolve. The fifth mark of a chosen woman is inner authority. She may look humble, but her intentions move mountains. She doesn't need a stage or a spotlight. Her power is in her resolve. When she speaks, the atmosphere listens. When she focuses, chains break. When she persists, progress responds. Purpose has entrusted her with inner influence because she proved steadfast in obscurity. She has learned how to face battles with determination, and she has won victories that the world will never see. Her strength is not physical, it is inner. And the power that flows from her life comes not from pride, but from purity. Because she has kept her heart clean, purpose amplifies her voice. She is a warrior in disguise, gentle in presence yet fierce in spirit. Her power doesn't come from who she is, but from what stands behind her. The sixth mark of a chosen woman is humility in victory. When purpose elevates her, she doesn't boast. When doors open, she gives thanks. She knows that every success, every opportunity, every transformation is not her doing. It is purposeful grace. Her humility is what keeps her elevated. She doesn't forget the night. She focused when no one was watching. She remembers the pain that taught her gratitude, the loss that taught her compassion, the rejection that taught her grace. Because of this, purpose continues to lift her higher, not for her glory, but for its mission. She understands that true power is not found in recognition, but in surrender. Her greatest achievement is not how far she's come, but how faithfully she has walked with purpose. And the seventh mark, the rarest of all, is meaningful favor. This mark cannot be earned or explained. It is a profound covering that follows her wherever she goes. Doors open for her that others cannot unlock. People support her without knowing why. Opportunities find her even when she's not searching. This is the mark of inner endorsement. Purpose places its hand upon her life in such a way that everything connected to her begins to flourish. It's not luck, it's inner order. Because she has kept her heart pure and her motives aligned with purpose's direction, it elevates her openly. Even those who doubted her are forced to admit that something about her is different. She carries the fragrance of favor, the evidence of inner presence. A chosen woman is not loud, but she is powerful. She is not flawless, but she is steadfast. She doesn't chase the world because she knows that her value comes from purpose alone. Her worth is not determined by her past. It is defined by her path. Every trial she has faced has prepared her for the season she is entering now. She has been through the fire, but she came out refined. She has walked through loss, but she still carries peace. She has been broken, but not destroyed, because purpose was with her, and that alone made her unshakable. The world may not understand her, because her story was never written for the world's approval. It was written for purpose's fulfillment. She walks differently because she listens to a higher voice. She moves when purpose says move, and stays still when it says wait. Her timing is not dictated by pressure or comparison. It is governed by inner instruction. While others rush, she rests. While others panic, she focuses. She knows that waiting is not wasting. It is preparation. Purpose does not make her wait to punish her. It makes her wait to perfect her. And when her time comes, she will shine effortlessly because she was never chasing light. She was becoming it. There's a stillness that surrounds a chosen woman. The kind of peace that cannot be imitated. She doesn't need validation to know she is valuable. She doesn't need approval to feel empowered. Her confidence flows from a place of inner assurance. She knows that purpose's hand upon her is her greatest protection. The same purpose that allowed her pain will turn it into growth. The same tears she cried will water the seeds of her destiny. Her story may have begun with suffering, but it will end in triumph when purpose is the author. Every chosen woman has scars, but her scars are not signs of weakness. They are proof of her survival. They tell the world, I've been through battles and still believe. She doesn't hide her wounds because she understands that they carry wisdom. Purpose never wastes pain. It transforms it into growth. That's why chosen women carry an unexplainable glow. It's not beauty, it's resilience, it's not charm, it's grace. It's not luck, it's the evidence of purpose's faithfulness. You can see it in her eyes, hear it in her words, feel it in her energy. She has walked with purpose long enough to know that even her silence speaks victory. And perhaps the most powerful truth about a chosen woman is this: she was chosen before anyone believed in her. Even before she believed in herself, purpose saw her before the world did. It marked her with destiny before she ever took her first breath. Her story was sealed in meaning long before she faced her first battle on earth. That is why she cannot be defeated. That is why her challengers cannot destroy her. She is not sustained by human strength. She is sustained by inner purpose. So if you are listening to this and you feel unseen, misunderstood, or forgotten, let this truth settle into your spirit. Purpose has not overlooked you. The marks you carry are not random. They are proof that you are being prepared. The trials you are facing are not signs of abandonment. They are evidence of selection. The pain that once broke you is the same pain that will position you. Every chosen woman must walk through fire, but she does not burn. She must endure storms, but she does not sink. Because when purpose chooses you, it equips you, it strengthens you, and it stands with you through it all. You may not see it now, but every closed door was protection. Every disappointment was redirection. And every delay was meaningful timing. You are not behind. You are being built. Purpose is crafting your story, refining your heart, and preparing to reveal what it has placed within you. And when it does, the world will see what inner strength has always known, that you were chosen, marked, and destined for something greater than you can imagine. The chosen woman is not defined by what the world sees, but by what purpose whispers to her spirit. She may not wear a crown of gold, but she wears a crown of grace. The world might call her ordinary, but inner strength calls her appointed. Every step she takes is guided by precision. Every delay in her life is not denial, it is preparation. There is a rhythm to her journey, a sacred timing that cannot be rushed or altered, because the hand of purpose is writing her story line by line, season by season. And though others may move faster, she moves deeper. For her life is not measured by speed, but by purpose. She has learned that what comes quickly often fades quickly. But what purpose builds through patience lasts forever. When purpose chooses a woman, it does not choose her for comfort. It chooses her for calling. It places within her a burden, a vision, a fire that will not let her rest until she fulfills her meaningful assignment. That is why she cannot live like everyone else. She cannot lower her standards or follow the crowd. There is something sacred about her steps. She is walking a path that few understand. The chosen woman carries weight. Not the weight of the world, but the weight of inner purpose. Her spirit carries an empowerment that attracts both transformations and battles. People may envy her favor, but they do not see the fire that forged it. For every ounce of grace she carries, there was a season of pain she had to survive. There are moments when the chosen woman feels weary, when her resolve is tested to the edge, and her tears fall without sound. Yet even in her exhaustion, she never stops believing. She knows that the same purpose that called her will sustain her. Even when her hands are trembling, she lifts them in focus. Even when her voice is weak, she speaks resolve into her atmosphere, because she understands that her strength does not come from her own power. It comes from the presence of purpose within her. The chosen woman does not collapse under pressure, because she knows the one who holds her never rests. She keeps going not because it's easy, but because quitting is not in her spirit. What sets the chosen woman apart is her unwavering commitment. When purpose tells her to move, she moves. When it tells her to wait, she waits. Her commitment is not selective. It is complete. Even when she doesn't understand, she trusts. Even when it costs her comfort, she says yes, because she has learned that commitment unlocks transformations that talent, beauty, or influence never could. She knows that the favor of purpose does not flow where there is resistance. It flows where there is surrender. And though her commitment may lead her through wilderness seasons, she never doubts that the promised land is waiting on the other side. The chosen woman knows that resolve is not about seeing. It's about walking blind and trusting that purpose will catch every step. There is also a magnetism around the chosen woman. She doesn't have to chase people, opportunities, or recognition. When she aligns her heart with purpose's direction, what is meant for her begins to find her. Her life becomes a testament to attraction. She doesn't manipulate outcomes. She manifests growth through resolve. When purpose marks a woman, it also commands the universe to cooperate with her destiny. Situations that once resisted her suddenly begin to yield. What once was impossible becomes effortless because favor shifts everything in her favor. She is not lucky, she is led. She is not striving, she is aligned. The chosen woman also carries an inner strength that is invisible yet undeniable. This strength does not come from pride, but from pain that has been transformed into power. She has been through battles that would have broken others, yet she stands with quiet dignity, clothed in peace. Her resilience confuses those who expected her to fall, but they do not realize that she has walked with purpose in the dark. She has found her power in focus, her courage in resolve, her healing in surrender. There is a fire in her eyes that no storm can extinguish, because she has learned that the same purpose that allowed the fire also walks with her in it. A chosen woman's heart beats with purpose. She does not live by emotion. She lives by conviction. Her love is not weak, it is wise. Her compassion does not make her naive, it makes her profound. She knows how to forgive without forgetting the lesson. She knows how to let go without losing her peace. She does not need revenge because she knows that purpose defends her better than she ever could. Her power is her calm, her weapon is her wisdom, and her victory is her peace. When people wrong her, she wishes them well. When they betray her, she reflects on them, not because she is weak, but because she refuses to let bitterness poison her path. She knows that holding grudges is too expensive for a woman who carries meaningful calling. Every chosen woman walks through a moment when she must choose between comfort and calling. And in that moment, she chooses purpose. She lets go of what is familiar to embrace what is profound. She surrenders her plan so that purpose's plan can unfold. She understands that elevation requires separation and destiny demands discipline. When others are celebrating distractions, she is cultivating devotion. When others seek validation, she seeks revelation. She lives differently because she was chosen differently. Her life is a message that says purpose is enough. When purpose chooses a woman, it hides her before it reveals her. It keeps her unseen, uncelebrated, sometimes even misunderstood. Not because it is punishing her, but because it is protecting her. Hidden seasons are meaningful seasons. They are the places where purpose strengthens her foundation, so that when her time comes, she will not collapse under the weight of her calling. Many mistake delay for denial. But the chosen woman knows better. She knows that hiddenness is proof of preparation. Every quiet season is a training ground for greatness. Purpose never reveals what it has not refined. There is a serenity in the chosen woman that cannot be shaken by chaos. Her peace is her signature. She walks through storms as if she hears a voice that others cannot hear. She is calm because she knows that purpose's plan is greater than her fear. The same purpose that led her into the valley will also lead her out of it. She doesn't need to understand every detail to trust the direction. She knows that resolve is not built in comfort, it's built in uncertainty. Her peace is her power because it tells the world, I may not see what's ahead, but I trust the one who does. A chosen woman is also deeply generous. She gives love, kindness, and wisdom freely because she knows everything she has comes from purpose. Her giving spirit is what keeps her transformed. She knows that when she pours into others, purpose refills her. She doesn't give for recognition. She gives out of revelation. She knows that life multiplies what you give, not what you keep. So she gives hope where there is despair, light where there is darkness, and compassion where there is pain. She is a reflection of abundance, not because she has everything, but because she trusts that purpose is her source of everything. There are also moments when the chosen woman must stand alone. People may misunderstand her resolve, question her choices, or mock her silence. Yet she stands firm, unshaken by opinions, because she knows that the approval of people is temporary, but the approval of purpose is eternal. She does not need applause to know her worth. She does not crave validation, because her spirit has already been validated by the one who created her. Even when she feels unseen, she reminds herself, purpose sees me. That assurance gives her strength when she walks alone. The chosen woman carries a rare combination of gentleness and power. She can heal and correct, nurture and lead, love and let go. All with grace. She doesn't fight with noise. She wins through presence. Her calm is louder than arguments, her kindness stronger than revenge. She embodies strength wrapped in softness, and through her, purpose shows that power and humility can coexist, that strength and tenderness can walk hand in hand. What makes the chosen woman unstoppable is not her ability to avoid pain, but her ability to rise after it. She doesn't deny her wounds, but she refuses to let them define her. Her story is a series of comebacks written by purposeful grace. Every time she thought it was over, purpose whispered, "It is not done." And because she listens to that voice, she keeps going, glowing and growing. Her resilience is not human. It's profound. When the chosen woman finally steps into her season, everything about her shines differently. Not because she has changed who she is, but because she has become who she was always meant to be. The waiting, the tears, the trials, all of it was the making of her. Now she moves with quiet authority, knowing that everything she lost was part of what she needed to gain. Purpose's timing has elevated her, and its favor has surrounded her. When purpose marks a woman as chosen, it rewrites her identity in the unseen. She stops living for the eyes of people and begins living for the gaze of purpose. There comes a moment when she realizes that her worth is not defined by her beauty, her status, or her achievements, but by her alignment with inner direction. Her heart becomes sacred ground, a place where resolve breathes and destiny unfolds. The chosen woman is not loud about her greatness. She is quiet about her purpose. She moves in silence because she understands that inner power does not need public validation. It only needs private commitment. The chosen woman does not chase what is temporary. She waits for what is enduring. She understands that every relationship, every opportunity, every door that closes is guided by precision. If something leaves her life, she doesn't break. She bows because she knows that if purpose removes it, it was not meant to stay. The chosen woman has learned to release with grace, to surrender without fear, and to trust that every ending is a setup for meaningful redirection. She does not panic when life shifts, because she knows that when she walks with purpose, even loss becomes a lesson, and every delay becomes protection. The chosen woman carries an atmosphere. When she enters a place, peace follows. When she speaks, wisdom flows. When she focuses, progress listens. Her presence changes environments, not because of who she is, but because of what she walks with. Her life becomes a vessel of influence, and those who encounter her can sense that she carries something different, something sacred. This is what it means to be chosen, to be so full of inner presence that your silence speaks louder than your words. Your actions inspire louder than your voice, and your resolve shakes what fear cannot. She does not compete. She completes. She does not envy. She evolves. She does not fight for recognition. She lives for revelation. Her heart is too anchored in inner purpose to be swayed by worldly opinions. She knows that comparison is the enemy of calling, and so she stays focused on her lane, her mission, her timing. When others rush, she rests. When others chase, she focuses. When others panic, She persists because she knows that everything connected to her destiny will arrive exactly when purpose sends it. A chosen woman is not afraid of solitude because she has learned that inner instruction is born in silence. The world calls it loneliness, but she calls it intimacy. Those who are chosen must often walk alone, not as punishment, but as preparation. For in solitude, purpose molds her character, refines her discernment, and strengthens her spirit. It is in the stillness that she learns to hear the subtle whispers of direction. She discovers that not every voice deserves her attention, and not every door is meant to be opened. Purpose isolates her not to harm her, but to elevate her. There is a purity in the chosen woman's heart that draws favor. She forgives even when it hurts. She supports even when betrayed. She reflects on those who try to harm her, because she knows that harboring bitterness only blocks growth. Her love is not conditional. It is profound. She understands that forgiveness is not weakness. It is wisdom. For by forgiving, she keeps her spirit light, her path clear, and her connection with purpose unbroken. The chosen woman is too focused on her future to stay chained to past pain. When purpose chooses a woman, it gives her a spirit of discernment. She begins to see beyond appearances, beyond words, beyond flattery. Her eyes are trained by resolve to recognize truth from deception. She can sense when something aligns with purpose and when it is a distraction dressed as destiny. This discernment becomes her shield. It protects her from wrong people, wrong paths, and wrong opportunities. It allows her to move with clarity while others move with confusion. The chosen woman does not react. She discerns. She does not rush. She waits until purpose confirms. She also carries the mark of inner endurance. No matter how many times life tests her, she does not crumble. She recalibrates. When others give up, she grows. Every trial becomes a testament. Every wound becomes wisdom. She does not resent her pain because she knows it is the furnace that forges her resolve. Purpose allows her to be tested, not to destroy her, but to reveal the depth of her strength. Every tear she sheds is a seed that purpose will one day turn into joy. The chosen woman has learned that her scars are not signs of defeat. They are symbols of survival. The chosen woman also has a sacred stillness in her spirit. She does not live in fear of the unknown because she has surrendered her future to the one who controls it. She knows that no storm can cancel what purpose has written, and no delay can destroy what purpose has destined. Her peace is her proof that she trusts inner timing. Even when everything seems uncertain, her heart remains anchored in resolve. She has learned that resolve is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to keep walking while afraid, knowing that purpose is leading her step by step. She carries humility as her greatest ornament. Though she is chosen, she never boasts. Though she is favored, She never forgets what sustains her. She gives all credit to purpose because she knows that without it, she is nothing. Her humility attracts growth, for purpose lifts those who bow before it. She does not need to announce her greatness, because her life itself becomes the announcement. Her humility is what keeps her favor flowing, her wisdom growing, and her influence expanding. And yet the chosen woman is also bold. Her resolve is not timid, it is tenacious. She speaks truth without fear, stands firm without apology, and believes without doubt. When life challenges her, she does not shrink, she declares. When challenges try to silence her, she focuses louder. Her courage is not arrogance, it is conviction. She knows that if purpose is with her, no opposition can stand against her. Her confidence is not in herself, but in the hand that guides her. There is a light that surrounds the chosen woman, a glow that cannot be hidden. It is not physical, it is inner. It is the radiance of peace, purity, and presence. Wherever she goes, she becomes a carrier of hope, a reflection of love, a vessel of transformation. People may not understand what makes her different, but they can feel it. She walks in grace, speaks with intention, and lives with purpose. She is not here to impress the world. She is here to impact it. The chosen woman knows that the world may misjudge her. Some may envy her silence. Others may question her peace. But she does not respond to noise. Her focus is fixed on the higher call. She knows that inner purpose cannot be explained to those who are not called to understand it. So she stays quiet, trusting that time will reveal what words cannot. Her patience becomes her defense. Her consistency becomes her proof. She does not fight to be understood. She lets purpose do the explaining. Her journey is not without suffering, but even her suffering has meaning. Purpose does not waste her pain. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every betrayal has prepared her to walk in deeper wisdom and strength. What others meant for harm, purpose turns into healing. What was taken from her, it replaces with something greater. She understands that profound favor is not about a life free of hardship. It is about a heart that remains steadfast through hardship. And that is the mark of a woman chosen by purpose. She endures without losing her essence. She believes without needing evidence, and she loves without limits. The chosen woman carries destiny in her eyes and eternity in her heart. She is not living for applause. She is living for purpose. Her every breath is an intention. Her every step a declaration that purpose's direction is enough. She has become a living testament that no one can destroy what purpose has designed, and no circumstance can rewrite what inner strength has decreed. When purpose chooses a woman, it does not choose her because of her perfection. It chooses her because of her willingness. It does not look for those who have everything figured out. It looks for those who are ready to surrender everything to it. If you are hearing these words and something inside your heart begins to awaken, know this: it may be because you are one of those chosen women. You have felt misunderstood, overlooked, and sometimes forgotten. But in truth, you were being hidden for protection. You were not being delayed. You were being prepared. Purpose was shaping your character, refining your patience, and deepening your resolve for something far greater than you could ever imagine. The chosen woman is not defined by her past. She is defined by her path. What others called rejection, purpose called redirection. What they said was failure, purpose was using as foundation. You are not behind. You are right where you are meant to be. Every moment of pain, every season of silence, every tear that fell when no one saw, it all has meaning. Purpose wastes nothing. It uses everything to build you into the woman it designed you to become. You are the result of craftsmanship, sculpted in stillness, refined through storms, and now rising into your appointed season. So I challenge you today: stop doubting your calling. Stop apologizing for your strength. Stop questioning why you feel different. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out for the fulfillment of purpose. Chosen women carry a responsibility to walk with grace, to speak with wisdom, and to live with unwavering resolve. The world needs your light. The world needs your strength. The world needs the example of a woman whose confidence is not in herself, but in the power of purpose working through her. If you feel weary, rise again. If you have fallen, get back up. If you have lost your way, turn your heart once more toward purpose. It has not forgotten you. It has been waiting for you. Every delay in your life has been strategy. Every closed door has been mercy. And every waiting season has been protection. The chosen woman does not live in fear of what she has lost. She lives in expectation of what purpose will restore. So walk with your head high, not in pride, but in purpose. Speak not with arrogance, but with assurance. Carry yourself as a woman who knows that she belongs to purpose, that her value is eternal, and that her destiny is sealed. Let your presence be a testament that resolve is stronger than fear, that purity is more powerful than popularity, and that commitment opens doors that talent never can. You were not chosen to impress the world. You were chosen to impact it. You were not chosen to chase validation. You were chosen to reveal truth. The mark of a chosen woman is not what she wears or what she owns. It is the light she carries when she walks through darkness, and the world will know who she is, not by her words, but by the inner peace that surrounds her life. So let your spirit rise. Let your resolve ignite. Let your heart become a vessel of purpose. Wherever you go, carry the mark of one who has been chosen by purpose, not to boast, but to inspire, not to be seen, but to serve, not to shine for yourself, but to reflect the fulfillment of the one who sent you. Because when a woman chosen by purpose finally understands who she is, she becomes unstoppable. Her steps are guided. Her words carry power, and her life becomes living proof that no force on earth can stand against the direction of purpose. And when she walks, the very ground beneath her feels it, because the presence of purpose moves with her. So walk boldly, chosen woman, live fearlessly, focus faithfully, and never forget your calling was written long before the world knew your name. What purpose has marked, no one can erase. What purpose has planned, no one can block. And what purpose has started in you, it will finish in perfection. You are chosen, live like it.